Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I present you with the Better Moira build. So I came up with this idea a while ago. I'm not sure if I made a video on it or not, but it is in my... Actually, I don't know if it's in my build code list. This may be an exclusive. It may not. So the idea behind this build is that sometimes you go into Stadium and you're like, I don't really know how I should be playing. Yet you've all played Moira in your regular quick play and competitive games. And what if there was a build that you could just play Moira the same way that you always do? So whether that's a DPS Moira, whether that's a sit behind your team, be passive Moira, or something in the middle. What if we just had a build for that? So that's what we're going to do in this video.
Welcome to the armory.
The code is up the top right. You'll see it when we open the armory if you want to write that down. It's the powers that you've got here. First of all, we're taking Cross Orbal, taking Armored Vest, and because there's limited numbers of slots, I'm just going to opt for some ability power. And then we have a decision, actually going with weapon power, because I feel like we're going to spend time healing our Orisa. Now, attack speed's generally better for Moira, but if all you're going to do is like heal with it, or if you think your focus is going to be on healing, then yeah, weapon power may be better for you. So, it's been a while since I've played games with Cross Orbal first, so we'll have to see how this goes. The chat asked if I am Arc UK. Nope.
The time for preparations is almost up.
Right. So on our team we've got Moira, Mercy, Cassidy, Genji, and Orisa. We're against the Reinhardt, Ashe, Soldier 76, Mercy, and Akiriko. So they have a lot of ranged DPS. It's amped that can sit behind a shield. Meanwhile, we have a more confrontational team, but we need to get in close. So Orisa's leading the way until she isn't. That's a bit risky from the enemy Rhine though. Charging in, but just about manages to survive. We lose our Genji. Trying to save our Cassidy there. Kiriko putting down. We've got an orb that we can follow, but we have to fade round because the orb's left us. Orisa's still not moving on the point though. This is the problem, because our team can't move unless our tank does. Caught out by the Ashe up the top. We need our tank to move forward in this game. So our team's trying to do what they can, but we're losing players. It might just end up staggering us a little bit. By the heal orb, try and heal the Genji. Heal orb didn't arrive in time, but we still got a bit of damage out. Huge headshot from the Ashe. Forced us to fade back onto that Mega. We fired the damage orb in the point there in the Cross Orbal. We tried to line up with where we were going to jump down. Have to fade all the way back again because we've got no cooldowns left. Try and cross there with the Soldier. Use our Cross Orbal heal orb. Heal us up. And again, Orisa, you've got to... Someone has to go forward. Like, do you want us to lead the way? Well, that's what we're going to do then. So we push up in close, go up to the high ground, take a bit of damage. Orisa does go down. It's like, okay, we've got to try and make some sort of entry. 78% now. Want to go head on to that Rhine when we've got no cooldowns. Kind of rotate. Now we're trying to heal with this, as well as line up players to damage. Rhine goes for a pin on us. We get in amongst the entire enemy team, just to try and open up the choke point for our team. Mercy's going for the res. I'm not sure what we're going to be able to do with this, but we'll certainly try. Flat bouncing both of the orbs. It's not enough. And yeah, our team's struggling this first round. Hey, look, I wouldn't post the video if it was just us getting rolled for like 3 rounds until Mercy round. Or would I? Could it be that it's not a better Moira build? It's a worst Moira build? We still got MVP though. So at least we've got a bit of money, but enemy Ashe has got rich. And we can see from the enemy Ashe's title that they're a Grandmaster DPS. So we've got to assume that yeah, they're going to be pretty capable on the hero.
The teams are gearing up. Every choice is crucial.
Wrist wraps custom stock, as written in the build, and then we've got 1k left. So we would go ability lifesteal, but we've got cross orbal, so ability lifesteal is not that essential. There's options for getting attack speed, not weapon lifesteal. Charge plating if it's a long map, or ballistic buffer. So that's good against long range fire. And since we identified that the Ashe is, you know, GM level, and seems to be on a weapon power build, that's going to be very, very helpful for us.
20 seconds to go.
Guys, make sure to hit the like button. Really helps me out if you're not a subscriber and you want to see more of these videos. There's a button somewhere on the page for that. Be good to see you here again. So, round 2, we've got some work to do. Looking at the enemy Ashe build. No defensive items, so maybe getting aggressive with them. Like playing the kind of DPS style Moira is going to be more beneficial. Also, if our tank's not moving forward on their own, maybe if we create the space for them, they might move forward. So that's if the playstyle is adapted that way. So try and add some encouragement. Play at the front, you can always fade back. There's a player down the bottom there that we put some damage out onto. Trying to heal up the Orisa, but again, we want to get some damage out. Because the Ashe are two-shot us. Unfortunate. But where our team positioned, at least Orisa is kind of out forward near to the point. She does get taken down along with our Genji. Cassidy having to back off. The Mercy. Since it's cross orbal, we can choose what orb to fire based on the needs and also the duration, like how far it's going to bounce. So if we want to bounce back, we may go for a different orb. We pick off the soldier who kind of isolate themselves. Got the Kiriko clone. Fade the dynamite. We haven't got fade for this. We can't get back in, but we're just going to try and stay active and put some pressure out on them. Ashe is up top. We're kind of distracted a bit by the Ryan there, but it's okay. We get the instant spawn, and Ryan does get taken down, which is a great start for us. Try and cap out this point. Team's pushing forward. It's not the end of the world, but now it's getting to 6 seconds. They probably should start falling back. Someone's got to go to the point. And it's going to be me. Of course it's going to be me. It's always me. So we're trying to tell them to come back because right here, even though they're holding a choke point, they're at a player disadvantage. Finally did move back. Ryan goes in for a pin. We do have our fade and we've got a coalescence as well. We're going to use both. Orisa comes in with the ult as well. Is there a shatter on the way? We managed to take down the Rhine. Heal up the Mercy. There is a Bob floating around we're going to be a little bit careful of. We cap the point. Can we get any more kills? Exit kills here. The Mercy and the Ashe. Mercy's getting very weak. Nearly took her down as she went across, but instead we've got the Kiriko down. Ashe is also down. Mercy looks like they're escaping. We probably have to fade that back. We go straight forward because we've got cross orbal with that, but we can't get to the Mercy. Now there's a Kiriko there and we're isolated with no cooldowns. In retrospect, we shouldn't have gone there. So it is the middle point that we need to cap. Mercy's going for a risky res. Okay, well, probably not the best idea for players to do, but since it's me, why not? Enemy team going to get a touch here? No. 1-1. Does Mercy get cash for rezzing a player? If so, then maybe it's worth it. If there's no other cash that the Mercy's going to be able to get, maybe it's a good idea. You got to think slightly differently with Stadium. Right, we finally get our second power, Chain Grasp. So part of the Better Moira, in the first round, we had Cross Orbal. Hey, look, it gives us a heal orb and a damage orb. That's Better Moira. Now with the Chain Grasp, we have our normal grasp when we use after an orb. It's going to give us, AoE grasping. So that's good. We get Phantasmic Flux here. Now we have 1,300 and it's like, is there any other options for us? We're looking at our stats because part of this Better Moira build is that our stats are quite well balanced. So is there anything here that we'd like to change? Not right now. We'll have a think. It's always a good idea to glance at the enemy builds and your team's builds. Even just a glance, like maybe you can pick up 1 or 2 of the items. Like I see Ashe is on a weapon power. Ryan, yeah, has a shield while they're charging. Doesn't affect us too much, but you try and get an idea for what they're actually picking. So here we see that Ashe has got a dynamite. Yeah, they're on weapon powered items, so bit of an interesting one. Maybe they're giving themselves some options to transition later on, or maybe they think they only need the weapon power item, but on hit, then you can just get anything like more dynamites, for example. If you take one shot, ballistic buffer is triggered. Does have a cooldown on there, but now we've got chain grasp. We're pushing forward, using that cross orb. We'll try and get a bit of damage out on players, but they don't take too much. So we res the soldier as well. Backing off from the Rhine. We don't need to fade yet. Make sure we heal our team up. See, we're playing a little bit like how I would play normal Moira in ranked. Like, I'm quite happy to push forward and be a bit aggressive. Mercy was so weak. Just about survives. There's a dynamite next to us, but we're trying to use our cross orbal. We had fade, but didn't expect the damage to be that strong. Right, we're taking the lead. Orissa's playing from the objective. This starter map seems to... Well, she's playing Sniper Orissa at the moment. Expect our team to back off here. We use Coalescence. Trying to heal up and then get a bit of damage out. It's good that we can try and sway that Rhine fight. Watching out for the dynamite that we just stuck in range to. Orissa's very low. The weapon power Ashe build hurts Orissa. I know, because I like playing it. Orissa gets taken down. So we might as well see if we can get any progress. Have to fade this back. Rhines love to charge after you faded, so it's always a good idea to fade round the corner. Just about crossed there. We keep the Orissa alive. No, we have to fade the shatter. Our tank is down. We're now behind them on the flank, hoping that with their players having their back turned towards some of our team, maybe somebody can get a kill here. Actually killed the soldier in that 1v1 thanks to cross orbital. Escape with 10 health through the window. Now we're attacking the Mercy. He's trying to res. Mercy does get the res off, but we do manage to take down the Mercy. Soldier going for round 2 of this 1v1, which we already know that we can beat. Ooh! Ryan goes for a pin, but we react to that with a fade. Just getting up close and personal, trying to line up other targets. We use our entire Coalescence to take the Ryan down. Enemy team has the lead at the moment, but we've got no players over there, so we're very quickly going to catch that up. This time it's not quite that 1v1. Cassidy gets a shot over onto the soldier. The last shot was needed. Yeah, we fade back. Let them come forward a bit and then we can start attacking them again. Jericho clones down. Ooh, fade jump up top, but it's the Ashe and we've got no cooldown, so we've got to try and dodge. Did not dodge in time. Is that going to be costly? Ryan pins over to Orissa, uses Fortify on the point. Our team's making the progress at the moment, but enemy team do have players around there potentially to stop us and push their bot. Orissa gets a nice kill over onto the Rhine. I'm not sure they're going to be able to push in with a tank. They do have their Ashe. Kiriko's also around, so's the Mercy. The question is, who have they got to actually go and contest R1? Because R1's in the lead. Somebody on their team has to go there. Which gets a bit of damage. We're quite happy to just play blocker and try and prevent them from contesting the other one. Now, are they going to get players round there in time? We fade, grab the little mini, gives us a nice chunk of health. They do have players over there. We've got Coalescence. Ashe is above us, so it's a little bit tricky. We want to try and stay like this side of the payload, so Ashe can't easily shoot us. They've got a lot of players over on the car. We try and take down the soldier. We get down the soldier. We've nearly got a fade up just in time to fade the right swing. Our team take the round 2-1.
2-1. Let's have a look at our MVP.
MVP with 15,276. It's a nice chunk of change.
Up next, put those hands together. It's time for push.
So Colosseo, long range maps, going to favour that Ashe.
Time for our teams to work out their strategies.
So as you can see in the description on the right hand side, it's saying sell a blue to buy a purple of the same type, AP weapon power, right? So in other words, if you're selling an item like compensator, weapon power, we're going to buy that Talon modification module because it's also weapon power. Weapon jammers, another option for it. As you can see, right now we're on 35% AP. 35% weapon power, and also we've got a bit of attack speed in there as well. Just seeing, is there another item that we'd want? It's looking quite good now. We've got a little bit of armor, but yeah, we're opting to go for custom stock instead of wrist wraps, I think it was, which wasn't on the build, but we've changed that. So yeah, stats are reasonably balanced. Can't get power in this one, so yeah, we've still got cross orbal for healing. We've got chain grasp. Now we've got a bunch of items just to bring our stats up. We're at 40/40 for weapon power and ability power. So yeah, our healing should be good. Our orbs should be quite good. Chain grasp will work. We can fire a lot of damage orbs because we've got cross orbal. Oh. Disclaimer. The debuff builds are like basically the best for Moira. Okay, in 99% of your games, you're going to want to do that. But there is merits to doing it other ways. For one, your play style. So we try and use cross orb there, the healing orb behind while the damage orb in front. We have to spin very quickly to do that. So yeah, this just gives us some alternatives, right? Because we are now a stronger Moira, we just don't have any debuff effects on them. You can see we've got quite a lot of damage out as well. Right in there's a little bit isolated. We've got an orb, fire it over the top of the rocks. Can't really push it though, because we're playing like a normal Moira. This feels very much like normal Moira. They jump up top. We try and put some pressure out on the Ashe because they seem to be their carry. Soldiers behind. We've got to be a bit careful. Genji's using third person there, I think, just to try and trap. We kind of give away the position. We heard the soldier's footsteps, so we've been in this 1v1 before. Is he actually going to be able to win it? He could win it here. Spin with Colt. So we're low health, we need some sustain, we've got no cooldowns, we use Coalescence for it. Didn't work out if Ashe misses a shot, and yeah, we should be fine. And then we can, Coalescence is a very long ult, so you'll find that I drop Coalescence doing that a lot, but I'll also save myself and end up turning fights around by doing that, so it's quite a common move for us. Bounce that heal orb a different direction to damage orb, you can see the value of using cross orbal like this. So we've got to be a bit worried for them. Again, we've got the damage orb, but the Ashe comes in with the headshot. Takes us out again. I said the map was going to favour the Ashe. What can our team do? Orisa ult comes in. She's got good health for it as well. Doesn't get any kills. And Orisa does actually get taken down. Soldier's coming in with Visor, trying to heal. Can we provide anything for the Mercy here? Now for Cassidy, Mercy's up at safety, but Cassidy's surely going to get taken down. Now it actually rotates all the way around the back. Trying to use that chain grasp for a little bit. Didn't get some damage out on them as we fade to the mini. Big heals on my team. Again, very similar to how I just play Moira in general. Happy to push, use our fade to then withdraw from the fight. Got our Coalescence now, use it this time behind the enemy team. And I thought I was out of range of Shatter. Either way, we are currently in the lead. There's 30 seconds left, but I'm going to push the bot because I want it to get as far as possible. We did actually lose our Mercy there. If we can get even like an extra meter on this, that could help. So we get a tiny amount of time, I think. The distance even. Now if it's just me and Orisa here, can we actually stop them? We can put pressure on them for sure. Genji kills the Kiriko behind. Comes in with a blade at the front. Actually shooting us. We get double tapped by the weapon power. Mercy's going for the res though. Not that it's needed. Our team take this round 3-1.
3-1. Quite the performance from these superstars.
So we get MVP, but again, it's hard for a DPS to earn more money than a support, and this Ashe is consistently doing it.
Time for the teams to
Right,
gear up.
precarious potency. All that weapon power that we've been buying earlier, now going to translate into better healing. We get Super Flexor, which we consider an AP item. Is the 25% AP that it gives basically constantly with Moira. Now we've got 4k cash left. So you can see the next item on the list is Lumerico, which means we'd have to sell an AP item like Nano Cola. But we're having a look. Like Divine Intervention is actually a really strong item. We're considering that in replacement for Nebula Conduit. So we're deviating from the build a little bit here. And the reason's simple. Divine Intervention is currently broken. Basically, they made some changes to the item, which meant that you could take 150 damage, pre-mitigated damage, so like ignoring all your armor and stuff, and you would get whatever damage is 20% of the damage taken as overhealth, and it will regenerate your shield. But they messed up the item. There's no window for that damage to occur in. So basically, every 150 damage you take, you're going to get 20% of it back as overhealth. So that means if Soldier 76 shoots us for 149 damage, we wait a minute, and then they shoot us for 1 damage, well, we're suddenly just going to get a big spike of overhealth. So in its current state, yeah, we're picking that over Nebula Conduit and over Numerica as well. So you'll just see any of the green health that appears on our character can be Phantasmic Flux, or it can be Divine Intervention. You'll see sometimes the spikes will come in, especially when Ashe hits us, which is precisely why we've bought it, because we're deeming the Ashe shots as the threat. It's also useful for fire strikes and stuff like that. So our team's capped the point. Pushing through, we've got Chain Grasp, remember, so we can attack these supports in the backline while Orissa's on the Rhine, hoping that she's got fortified. Mercy gets taken down. Now we're chasing the Kiriko, who's looking for a target. No one spawned yet. You can see it. Yeah, the players up the top right, you can see they all had skulls, so no one was there, so she just pretty much straight lined until her doom. So Cassidy's playing really well, gets a kill over onto the Ashe. Just attacking the Kiriko clone. Now there's the ult, so we're going to back all the way off. We've got Coalescence, trying to keep our distance from Shatter. Would have thought that the Rhine would have used it already by now, so we're happy to push forward. Here comes Rhine, groups us up a little bit, but he's going back in. Attack the Orisa or the Genji. Provide some healing, same way we would do with a regular Moira. Heal or bounce flat as well. Now we're going to support the Orisa. Again, a Kiriko clone just to take it down. Means it won't provide any healing. Ashe gets taken down as well. Soldier, they haven't got enough time, I don't think, to come and touch the point here. Orissa's actually pushing forward with confidence. No one's going to get to the point. The enemy Ashe looks like they've given up. In comes a Blade on the spawn. And guys, that's an introduction to the Better Moira build. I really like it. The problem is there's so much healing in the game that can you even create really, really strong Moira builds with that don't involve Cyber Venom or else sack a suppressor? And then, you know, Liquid Nitrogen's also really, really strong. This is one of the better ones if you don't want to just keep running those items. If you just want to play a standard Moira, then yeah, this is more like it. You could also add Cyber Venom in. Anyway, GG.